keen student of human behavior. I've been fascinated by watching people over the years. And one of the things that fascinates me the most about us as a species is that we seem to be hardwired to disagree with each other. You know, whether it's the social taboos of religion or politics, every one of us has an opinion that we seem to defend. Yet I think one of the things we can all agree on is that we're living in a time in human history that is absolutely unprecedented. A time that not even our ancestors could have dreamed about in their wildest dreams. I mean, think about that. How many of our ancestors looked up at a cloud and wondered what it would be like to see life from the other side? What would the pharaohs of Egypt given 5,000 years ago to be able to step onto a machine and be the other side of the world in hours? Wow, kingdoms. Yet the reality is, for many of our ancestors, they gave a precious gift. Childbirth wasn't certain for many, many years. In fact, my grandmother on my mother's side actually died in childbirth, giving birth to my mother. It was a very uncertain time. And, you know, if you could just connect for a second to the fact that some of our ancestors gave their life in agony so that we could be standing here today. The question that poses, my friends, is this: what do we do with the gift that we got? Now, some of us would say quite a lot. Some of us would say we're living in a time now where technology is so overwhelming, so incredible, that even just 20, 30 years ago, we couldn't have imagined the world that we live in today. But that technology comes at a price. It generates its own level of paradox. One of the paradoxes is that right now, there's so much information that's out there that we are literally overwhelmed. And the emotional route tends to be overwhelmed, which leads to confusion, which leads to inaction. In other words, we learn so much, we do nothing. For every 1 second that YouTube is up right now, there's between 5 and 10 hours of new content uploaded. Unbelievable.
I wrote and recorded something we called The Strangest Secret. Without advertising or fanfare of any kind, it outsold all other non-musical, non-entertainment type recordings. It's been heard by millions and millions of people throughout the free world, and in the process, created a brand new industry. Learning through listening. One of these solid-state cassette tape players. This player has revolutionized the learning process. Now people listen in their automobiles while driving to and from work and on sales calls, time that was formerly wasted, on their commuter train with the little earpiece, in the bathroom while shaving in the morning, or at the dinner table with the children gathered around the table and the whole family together for a change. This has made a tremendous difference in the business of learning. But getting back to The Strangest Secret, what makes a bestseller? What was it about that recording that caused millions of people to want to hear it over and over again, and let their children hear it and play it for their employees and their sales force? Well, I'm making a talk here today in which I'll cover the highlights and philosophy of The Strangest Secret, and I'd like to invite you to join us, and I hope you find it of some value. Tell you the most interesting story in the world. Why a person becomes the person he becomes. Why a little boy or a little girl grows up to be the kind of person he or she becomes. Now, the estimates by the experts in this field are that most of us are using somewhere around 5% of our real potential. Some experts say as little as 1%. It means that we're only giving about 5% of ourselves to what we're doing, to our days, our work, our families, everyone we know, our entire environment. But it also means